Good morning. It is Craig Bennett, aka Cash Cake, here with another Underdog Fantasy Pick'em video where I got 4 picks for you. We'll kind of go through them, give you my analysis of why I like them. Got one on this early game. We got an 8-game slate, but we got an early Brooklyn and Boston game. So I got one pick there, and the rest of them are for the main card here. So we'll go through these. And again, if you do not have an Underdog Pick'em, an Underdog fantasy account, make sure you head on over there and use the promo code ARMY and get yourself a 100% instant deposit match up to $100. The link is in the description below. It's a lot of fun for you guys that have been playing best ball out there. It's the best in the industry, but if you haven't checked out their Pick'em or Rival, that's what my videos will be focusing on, and I'd really like their product, and it's been a lot of fun. So hopefully you'll go over there and check that out. So again, if you like these videos, you want me to keep doing these Underdog fantasy videos, then you know the drill. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel. Means that you want me to keep doing these for you. And as long as I provide value, I will keep doing these videos for you. So with that, let's just dive right into it. All right, as you can see, I have the Underdog Fantasy desktop up here. They have a very slick mobile app you can download too, as well as the Google Store and the Apple Store. It's really nice it's really nice layout. I love it. But again, I'll be using the desktop version to talk about the 4 plays that I like here. They have a nice card up early. Sometimes they wait a little bit longer, but we got a lot of plays to pick from here, which has been awesome. So I wanted to get this video out a little bit earlier and kind of go through some of these. So the first one we're going to talk about here is in actually this early game in this 1 p.m. Eastern game against Brooklyn at Boston. And we're actually going to go Kyrie Irving, and I'm going to go over this 23.5 points. Now, it's basically going to be him and Kevin Durant. One's going to be on the court at all times. Boston has been way better at defense lately, but it's a 3.5 point spread, 227.5 over under. Jaylen Brown is questionable. If he were to sit, it would even help these guys even more. But Kyrie Irving, you have to figure he's going to have a little bit more juice going up against his old team here. In Boston. The over on this is, in some of the books, is like minus 130 on the over for Kyrie. So I think a lot of people want to bet this because of, a little bit of revenge narrative. He's going to have to do a lot of scoring with James Harden kind of pushed out of town as well. And it's basically going to be Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and then Seth Curry is probably going to be that third. It's between him or Patty Mills, but Patty Mills has been horrible. So it's probably be Seth Curry as being that third option for him. But I'm going to go ahead and say the over on this, and he's going to put up a 30 spot today. This is more just of a gut call because we know Boston is a good defensive team. They're ranked 3rd in points allowed, 1st in field goal percentage allowed, 10th in 3-pointers allowed. But it's one of those things where, when you have an elite talent like Kyrie Irving, say what you will about, his thoughts and everything else in life, but he's an elite basketball talent. I tend to not, look at those numbers too much when you have a guy that can kind of get his at any point in time. And he's went over this mark in 8 out of his last 10 games. He scored over 23.5 points. And I'm just going to assume that he's going to go out there and ball here early. So we're going to go over 23.5 points for Kyrie Irving. The next one we're going to look at here, a number that's pretty high, but looking at it, it makes a lot of sense, and we're still going to look at it. We're going to go Rudy Gobert, and we're going to go over 13.5 rebounds. Going up against this OKC team that is just an absolute dumpster fire in their front court. They don't have anybody, man. They're still out a ton of bodies. There's no Dort still. There's no Giddey. Like, these guys are out with no favors. Utah's favored by 13 here, but I still think Rudy Gobert he's probably going to get at least 10 rebounds by half. He's faced OKC twice this year, putting up 17 and a massive 21 rebounds. OKC is ranked 30th in the association in rebounds allowed, 24th in offensive rebounds, 30th in defensive rebounds, 29th against center. Utah just got their butts kicked against the Pelicans a few days ago. So I think they're going to come out here on fire. They're 13.5 point favorites. Rudy Gobert over rebounds. I think he should smash this. He went over this in 6 out of his last 10 games. But again, going up against a really bad OKC front court, I can see him getting 10, 11 rebounds at half and then, putting up a 15-plus spot here in rebounds. So I like this over 13.5 rebounds. And I really like it if you're looking at some of the books out there. I love those, especially some of the books that you can do like a double-double and Utah wins for Gobert. I'd really like that because I think he easily gets a double-double, and they easily get the win here, being pissed off with the Pelicans losing. So anyways, Rudy Gobert over 13.5 rebounds. The next one we're going to look at here is his teammate, and we're going to go right back to the well here with Donovan Mitchell. And I'm going to go over 26.5 points for Donovan Mitchell. Again, horrible showing against the Pelicans where they lost. Put up 18 shots, shot an abysmal 28% from the field in that game, 5 for 18. But again, going up against OKC, they do have Mike Conley here, but I believe Mike Conley is going to sit for rest unless something's changed. But earlier I looked at it and believe that Mike Conley's going to sit. And if that's the case, Donovan Mitchell is just going to have to do more scoring. And again, even if this game blows out, Mitchell could put up 30 points easily in 3 quarters, and I'm sure he wants to go back out there, and get it done. If we take out that last game where they just absolutely were abysmal, against the Pelicans, he's went over this number in 6 of his last 9 games. So I'm just gonna one of those things where I'm just like, hey, we're just gonna lean the over on the points. He's gonna come out on fire, gonna push the pace here. If you wanted to go 36.5 points, rebounds, and assists, I don't mind that as well. He's probably going to pick up assists a little bit more, but I think prefer the points over the assists because I think he's going to score a lot more. But again, if Conley is out, I don't mind the points, rebounds, and assists because his assist numbers are going to be up. I don't have an assist. I don't think we have an assist thing we don't have no assist here for Mitchell, but I would go out there and look at that in the books as well if you're looking just to do some betting. Let me see if he's out there. Yeah, Mitchell's sitting at minus 5.5 assists, minus 160 in some spots. So I would go out and smash that Mitchell over 5.5 assists, especially if Conley sits, because he's going to have the ball in his hands and assist a ton. So I do like that, especially if you go look and assist real quick. And we take out Mike Conley, kind of look what he's done. Yeah, he's went over that mark in 2 of his last 4 games with no Conley, and the 2 that he missed was at 5 assists each against Washington and Minnesota. So again, the juice is like minus 150, minus 160. I know it's not up here, but I'd like to talk about some of those plays that we get. But again, I still like the over 26.5 points for him. And the last one we're going to go here is one that I just love across the board today. I'm going to have so much money on this, so I hope it hits. And it's our boy Jae Crowder, man. I'm going to go over 11.5 points. I like the over 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists as well. Again, this is one of those things where as long as this stays halfway close through 3 quarters, he's going to have to do everything. I mean, there's no Booker, there's no CP3, and Cam Johnson and massive volume shooters out as well. And 11.5 points is just stupid low. This number should be 17.5, 17, around that. I just don't understand it. I mean, unless he's missing some threes, because Milwaukee is ranked 30th in 3-pointers allowed. That is what Jae Crowder does. I can see him putting up almost double-digit 3-pointers this game if it's going to stay close, and that's how they're going to have to score. So as long as his threes are going down, he should have a chance to get this over 11.5 points. So again, he's going to have to do a little everything. So if you want to take the over 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists, I completely understand that as well. But I'm going to go the over on points here. So if we go and look at what we have on tap here, we have a little recap. We have Kyrie Irving over 23.5 points going against his old team there. I think he gets it done. Rudy Gobert over 13.5 rebounds, just absolutely smashing this team in the 2 games he's played him. I think he puts up almost 20 rebounds this game. Donovan Mitchell over 26.5 points. Love this play. Again, if you're playing some of these other, you want to take that assist on some of the books, I really love that. And then Jae Crowder, my favorite play of the day so far, going out and looking at all these things, at over 11.5 points. So those are the 4 plays that I like. Again, if you do not have a Underdog fantasy account, what you doing? Get over there, head over there, run over there, use that promo code ARMY, and get yourself a 100% instant deposit match up to $100. The link is in the description below. And while you're at it, man, go out there and do some best ball stuff as well. We got to have a lot of that going. NFL is non-stop, but my video is going to be focused on this. There's no rival stuff yet. So if we go and look at one thing that I love about what they have is the rivals, and looking at they don't have any rival picks up yet. But that's one of the things I love about this product as well, is they're basically, if we look at, they have some for some soccer that's out there already, and some League of Legends. But it basically, like I said, it just pins up them between each other, and you're just basically picking, and sometimes they are spotted some points. So really love this for the NBA product, and if there was one out there I would pick. We smashed the last one I recommended with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander beating Jokic in points. So it's one of those things we just, if they're out there, we'll look at them. They're just not out here in the early card, so I'm just putting up there what we have. But again, nice little 8-game slate on hands. I hope we can win some money. And again, match these. Don't have to play all 4 at once. I've stated this a bunch. Mix and match these. Play 2 of them and make 3 extra money. Mix and match them. Maybe you want to go Rudy Gobert and Mitchell and only play those 2, or you want to go Crowder and Gobert. That's probably my favorite 2 if you're just picking 2 to try to go 3x. Those are the ones that I'm going to lean on. And just mix and match. Don't think you have to play all 4 to get 10 extra money. You can do that, but if I was going to play, say $100 for a 2-man 3x, I might only play $25 for a 10x. So keep that in mind. That's kind of how I generally play. But again, just kind of talking a little bit more about it. I will see you guys around. I'm going to put out another video today. It'll be a second Prize Picks video. But again, make sure you head on over to Underdog and sign up using that promo code ARMY. And let's get after it. See you guys on the flip side. Deuces.